All right. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, yesterday I said there was fire on the mountain in this country. The level at which resources are being wasted is very scary. It looks as if this administration sat down and made a list of what Nigeria needs, from the most important to the least important, and they began attending to the list from the bottom, that is, from the least important. If you hear of 5 projects in the news, only 2 are real, and the 2 must be the ones that Nigerians don't need at all, and the cost will be massively, outrageously inflated to favor contractors and all the big men involved. And where are we getting all the monies from for these projects? It is from foreign loans, from ways and means loans. We are borrowing to fund corruption. And this is what Peter Obi has been crying about. He said, borrowing itself is not the problem, but borrowing to consume is a calamity. And few hours ago, federal government announced some of the projects that they have borrowed money to finance, and Nigerians were in tears. Before I show you those projects and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video that broke the hearts of many. Famous Bishop KUKAH, prominent clergy who speaks against the oppression of the people by the political class. KUKAH is a very, very famous voice against oppression of the masses. All of a sudden, Bishop KUKAH went to the villa, said he wants to invite TINUBU for a program that he has organized. And this man ignored all the corruption and the obvious waste in government that everybody is seeing, and he began singing a different song. See the video.
Well, I came to see the president. This is the director of the KUKAH Center, Father Atta. So we came to discuss with the president an invitation we had earlier extended, which we renew, to have a conference in which we would like him to be in attendance, addressing the theme of national cohesion. So that's really what we came to discuss.
President Bola Tinubu is clocking 1 year in office in a couple of weeks. Would you be kind enough to tell us what you feel? We know you're someone who has been vocal about Nigeria's past presidents. Can you assess President Bola Tinubu for us?
Well, I'm sure many people will tell you that 1 year is not enough to make a judgment. However, from where we all stand, we know that we are all in a very difficult situation. Nigerians are in various levels of pain, and there are pains that are unintended. But that there is also certain policy decisions that hopefully with time can be amended in order to serve the welfare of ordinary people. I believe that the essence of government is to guarantee the welfare and security of ordinary citizens. I believe that the times that we're in now are very, very difficult times, and nobody should be under any illusion. But there are also times for renewal. We just need to commit ourselves to the fact that building a good society takes a lot of time. It's not something that is done in one lifetime. And for me, the most important thing is for us to continue on the building blocks of the things that we think are being done well. My argument has always been that the government needs to very quickly improve the quality of communication so that Nigerians can at least get a sense of how long is it going to be before food is ready.
You heard that. And this is the first time I will hear Bishop KUKAH sounding like Bayo Ononuga. He said the pains caused by this government are unintended. Who told you that, sir? He said we should continue to build on the things we are doing right. Can you tell us some of those things we are doing right, sir? What are the things they are doing right? Is he taking loans to fund unnecessary projects that are the right steps? Taking loans to fund projects because our son is involved? Taking loans to buy SUVs? Using 15 billion naira to build houses for VP? Using 193 million to build one borehole? Is it the right things we are doing? Didn't you hear of the 2024 budget, sir? You didn't hear of the padding? What are the right things, sir? Taxing Nigerians to death? This is why clergies have to be careful. He's there at the villa and obviously he will leave with several millions. So to say the truth has become difficult. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by Son of the King says, so-called religious leaders are not leading the people. So please look up to the Lord, your creator, the creator of the whole universe. Stop listening to them. And Cyprian here says, bishops who cannot look at the leaders and speak the truth to their face. Stomach infrastructure bishop. Kai. And this tweet here says, he collected his own share. These are our problems. Until Nigerians wake up and fight these criminals, it will be zero integrity, zero economy, zero security, zero everything. What a shame. Now, let us look at those pair of needless projects that the federal government has approved about 50 billion naira for. Look at how the papers reported it. TINUBU government approves 37.2 billion naira for Court of Appeal building in Abuja and 12.5 billion naira for 200 SUVs for customs, reporters. The Nigerian government has approved the sum of 37.2 billion naira for the Court of Appeal Abuja Division building and 12.5 billion naira to buy 200 Toyota Land Cruiser Buffalo V6 vehicles for the Nigeria Customs Service. The approval was given by the Federal Executive Council at its meeting held in Abuja on Monday and Tuesday. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, said the approval came as part of FEC's support for a number of policies and projects that will further boost the economy, facilitate investments, and promote the ease of doing business in the country. Ononuga said the council approved a contract for the building of the Court of Appeal Abuja Division at a cost of 37.2 billion naira. Project will be executed by Mrs. Visible Construction Limited. Council approved the request by Nigerian Customs Service to buy 200 Toyota Land Cruiser Buffalo V6 at a cost of 12.5 billion naira. All the vehicles will be CNG powered. Government also approved insurance cover for the vehicles at a cost of 522 million naira. The cover will be provided by NEM. He also said that FEC approved the award for a contract for the building of bus terminals and other transport facilities in the federal capital, Abuja. You heard that? Very, very heartbreaking. And they made this declaration, they approved these projects after the FEC meeting on Tuesday. And it would interest you to know that it was at that same FEC meeting that Wale Edun, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, declared that they had decided to begin touching the civil servants' pension money, that they will start dipping hands into the 20 trillion naira pension savings of civil servants to finance projects across the country. So it is needless to say that these are some of the things they want to be doing with the savings and sweat of civil servants. You go to civil servant purse and carry money to go and build Court of Appeal. Almost 40 billion naira to build a Court of Appeal building. Abuja division alone. Before you know, other divisions will start saying they need their own. How does that improve the nation's economy? 12.7 billion naira to buy Toyota SUVs. Tomorrow, somebody will say they should patronize made in Nigerian goods so that they can improve the naira. But you are importing vehicles. How many SUVs have been bought in less than 12 months of this administration? How many SUVs? But we have an innocent in this country. Nobody looks his direction except Alex Oti. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by Oga Mayor says, Buhari and Emefiele thought nobody would recklessly outspend their government, but TINUBU is here to prove otherwise. I'm telling you, this recklessness is legendary. And this tweet here says, when it gets to deciding good amounts for minimum wage, the masses will be reminded how broke Nigeria is. but Tinubu subsidized Hajj with 90 billion, approved 37 billion for Court of Appeal, approved 12.5 billion for customs SUVs, and all he could approve for the poor masses is cyber security tax, airport toll gate tax. It is a pity. It is a pity, my brother. And Farmers of Thought says minimum wage still dey pending. Student loan don't enter no network. Keep defending your slave masters. This one is for the APC supporters. Keep defending your slave masters. And this tweet by Suleiman Ibrahim says, what a wasteful government. At this critical moment in the country, one is channeling scarce resources into frivolous projects. Custom can get those vehicles at a very reduced rate, even if they are necessary. And they are not even necessary. All these things are projects. Before you know, you will see that out of those 200, maybe only 50 will be bought. The remaining money will be embezzled. And customs may even have some of those. You don't know these people. All they do, they just scheme these things just to siphon the country's resources. And this tweet by Yusuf says, this man has nothing to do with leading nation. Make it just go continue the lead Agbero. And Oluwaseun here says, this Tinubu man doesn't owe the masses anything. It was clear when he was leaking the microphone all around. Chai. And Sam says, at the rate this crooked man is borrowing and wasting, at some point, there will be nowhere left to borrow from. That is when the real trouble will begin. That is why people are saying a time will come, dollar will exchange for 4,000, 5,000. Now, it is at 1,540. 1,540 naira to a dollar. It dropped to 1,020 and people were making noise everywhere. We told them, we said any improvement of naira that is not backed by production is fake. We later discovered that they were backing up the naira. I knew that that was what they were doing, but we said it. Some people were arguing, but it became public knowledge after Cardoso was interviewed. And when he stopped, the naira began to fall again like a pack of cards. And that is how we are going to continue under the APC. And that is why I keep urging Nigerians that if we want to have a great country again, we need to come together, put aside our differences and kick these guys out of power. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go away.